Hello everyone and welcome to my most requested video, which is my island tour. Yes, I have completely finished my entire island. Like every pixel on my island is decorated. I've been working on my island since October of last year and I've finally finished it and I'm super excited to share my island with you all. Just a disclaimer, I just want to put this out there just because I've seen this happen before to other creators. But I just want to say that I don't mind other people touring my island, but if you decide to record it, please, if you can credit my YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, if you could just credit me in your video, I would really appreciate that. Okay, so now that I got that out the way, I'm going to start on my airport. This is my island flag. I found this randomly in the custom portal. I just typed in rose and this popped up and it reminds me of the Beauty and the Beast. I really like that one and I kept it ever since. Let's look at my map. So my island name is Rosebell. I explained where I got that name from in my Q&A video. So if you're curious about anything, you can check that out. I'll link it in the description and in the time cards above. I have Maleficent. My Fairycore island is basically based off of the Maleficent movie and is one of the inspirations as to why I have like a horn on my head because of Maleficent. So I made like a little house for her. It's not like based off of the movie. I just created kind of like a cottage house and somewhere where she might live, but it's not really based off any movie. Then we have Belle, which is I created the Beauty and the Beast castle. I have her up there. And then I wanted a cafe, so I made a cafe since, you know, Brewster is probably not gonna be back in the game. So until he is, I'll just keep my cafe. And I created Maurice, where Belle and her dad live. For my villagers, I have Norma, my baby Marshall, Poppy, Mary, Stitches, Megan, Judy, Sherb, Maple, and Meringue. And below, you'll see my dream address that everyone has been asking for. Welcome to the infamous entrance that I created that started off my TikTok career. This entrance started it all. I came up with this entrance very randomly. Everyone really loved this entrance. When you come to my island, I have a couple of gifts. They'll be right here, but I also have some gifts in some parts of my island as well. In the Beauty and the Beast section, you'll see some gifts. When you come to my island, this is my entrance. You'll have 3 different ways to go. You could either go this way, you could go straight to resident services, or you can go this way. I did it purposely because I kind of wanted to create kind of like a mystery and you could go wherever you want. For this video, I'm going to go to the right. I scattered a bunch of like star fragments all over my island just to make it more Fairycore like. When you head to the right, you can either head to the beach or you could go this way, which has like kind of like a fork in the road where you could go straight over here or you could go to the right. I'll show you both. I'm gonna go to the beach first. I really like this one. I kind of wanted to create like kind of like a bear campsite type of thing. And the background, I wanted waterfalls, so I came up with that as well. That is my little beach area. When you go through here, you'll reach the section that I was talking about, which was like if you go around over here. So if you go over here, you hop your way over here, you'll get to like this little pond area where you could like hop over here as well. I really like this little cliff area too, so you can like sit here. I really love the Christmas tree in the back. Customize it in pink just so it can pop out and it really looks nice, especially during this time of the day. Little walkway that leads you to the resident services. So if you keep going through here and then go through this little bridge, you also have like so many sections to go. You can either go this way or this way. I'm gonna go this way. And when you go through here, you'll walk through my house. I'm actually going to tour all the houses that I have on my island last. So if you walk up here, you'll have like a little section where I can like sit down and drink my coffee just because I love coffee and I need it in my life. I put my mailbox up here because I don't know, I thought I looked cute up here. If you're curious, I used the bunny day fencing and I left like an egg there. It looked cute. And then I have like a little garden back here in the back of my house where like the bears can like chill and drink some coffee or eat some fruit, go a little apple picking. And if you go here to this little pink hyacinth, you pull out your camera, you'll have a beautiful view of my fairy village, which we will tour in a minute. So once you reach my house, you could either go to the right or you could go back down. So I'm gonna go to the right and then I'm gonna tour down so you could see the beach this way. I have a little beach library here. I absolutely love it. It was really more for me by my house because so that I could study, kind of like reminisce on my college days. But yeah, I thought that was cute. And then by my beach, I have like this little romantic little area with like the rattan set in white. I wish like when you come to my island, like you can come and like twist the chair yourself and sit down, but the game doesn't let you. So that's a bummer. But yeah, I just created like a little romantic area. And then if you keep going down to the beach, I just have like the ferry path kind of like just along the beach. And then I added some like flowers. When you plant flowers on the sand, they don't grow, so they look like little weeds. I just added some, you know, to kind of fill up the empty spaces. And this is my pier. I absolutely love this one. I made like a video with like, I think 5 different pier designs, and I ended up keeping this one because it was like my favorite. Plus you could like sit here and like listen to music and watch the skies. So I really like this design. If you head here, you'll head to my campsite. I have like a little picnic area, and you'll notice that I have like a couple picnic areas around my island just because like they fill up the space and they look super cute. So that's what I have here. And then I wish I had a campsite villager here, but I have red, so we'll see how my secret beach looks. And I have my gnomes just like cooking. And then if you head through here, this was one of my last builds on my island. I created like this cliff little area, and it's like a little walkway. I really love this one. It's like one of my favorite builds that I created. It'll lead you right back to my house, or you could go this way back to the beach or this way. But we're gonna head to the left. And we're gonna head through this little walkway. Here, you could also go to the left or you could go to the right. So for this one, I will head to the left and then I'll come back to the little fairy village. But here I have Judy. I didn't know really where to put her, so I put her a little bit close to me, and then I decorated her area more based on her colors. So she's like pink and blue, so I kind of just like went off of that, and then I kept like a little mama bear here because she's a baby bear, so yeah. And then I just filled up these areas. I didn't know what to do back here because the cliff was kind of like awkward. So I just filled it up with some trees. And then over here, we will head to my Able sisters. As you can see, I love my picnic areas. And then you can walk through this little path here and it will lead you to my Able sisters and my Nook's Cranny. I really love my Able sisters. I have these like fairy dresses here to make it look like there's like fairies just flying around. Then I have this little chair here where you can sit down once you're like tired of shopping all day. And then in the back here, I have like this sewing kit and like this cherry blossom on top of this mushroom. So I have a little bridge here that will lead you to the Beauty and the Beast section, but we're gonna go there in a minute. So if you keep walking through here, you'll get to my Nook's Cranny. And then here I just filled up this little awkward space with like a piano and like the seat here where you could like eat some grapes if you want. I really didn't know what to do here. I just wanted to fill it up, so I just like randomly filled it up with some items. And here is another picnic section that I have, but this one is really nice. It has like a nice little like waterfall in the back. I really like this one. And then I have like a little secret pathway that leads you to the Beauty and the Beast section. Oh, look at that. Magic. I turned into Belle. So this is my little small Beauty and the Beast section. I told you guys that I wanted to create like a Beauty and the Beast island, but that's gonna take a while. I really wanted to do it, but you know, the poll won. So, but maybe one day I'll create like a Beauty and the Beast island, maybe one day. But this is the infamous waterfall scene in the beginning of the movie where we have Belle here reading a book by the fountain and singing More Than This Provincial Life. And then we have Guston here who's like trying to make Belle his wife. Then we have the three girls that are like super jealous of Belle. And then we have Le Fou in the back over there with his little horsey. And then I try to create like some houses in the back. I didn't have much space, so it looks a little awkward, but it's fine. And then I added like a little mailbox here to kind of like just add more to like that neighborhood feel. The Bunny Day planters really helped with like adding more greenery in the back too. And I just added some people walking around with like food and like carriages and stuff. And then I added like these horses with the garden wagon. It looks so cute. It's like the horses walking. We could either head to the castle or we could head this way if you want when you come to my island. So I will head over here, which is Maurice's house. This is like where Belle grew up. She has like the sheeps in the movie where she was like feeding, and like she has Philippe here. And I added some like books here because she's always reading, and like the well here as well. And then over here, if you walk down, you'll enter the Beast's castle. I added this little fairy tale book design to like emphasize that this is like a little fairy tale story. And then I try to add some of the spooky trees to kind of like give it more of like a spooky vibe. And then I added Belle here and Philippe to show that she like arrived to like help her father. And then I have here Belle and the Beast. And then here we have my rock garden. This is my #1 favorite spot on my island. I worked so hard on this and I absolutely love it. I don't know what came over me. I just like came up with this and I really love it. I have this like library section in the back over here. So if you keep going over here, it'll lead you to like this little area that I have here with like a gnome just like with a pumpkin. And then you could just keep going over here and it'll lead you right back to my Able sisters. So I'm gonna go to this section right over here, which is the fairy village. So if you stand here and whip out your camera, you'll have like the nicest view of the little fairy village. I really love this one. I love my little fairy village. So pretty. It fits on my island so well. When you walk to the section, you can either go straight over here or you can hop your way over here. But I'm gonna go straight over here to show you. I really love this little area. It's my favorite. Everything on my island I say it's my favorite, but this is really nice. I love how it came out. Then I have like the little gnomes just here eating. And if you go straight over here, you can either go to the left, which is Maleficent's house, or you could go to the right. So I'm going to go to the right to show you my peninsula. I love how I have like the gnome over there just like fishing. It's so cute and funny at the same time. And my peninsula area, I just like created this little section here with like a gnome. Gnomes are like everywhere on my island. And then I have this section over here as well. So over here, I just wanted to like kind of just create like an area where like gnomes can just like wash their clothes or like hang out. They could sit here and just like read a book or go to the fireplace and just like warm up if they want. And if you go down over here, we have my beach. So if you go here, you have like this little area where you can like eat and sit down and read a book or play the ukulele if you want. Or you could go over here where like you can join a little bear party. Or you could keep going over here and just chill with a little baby bear here. Or you could just like bathe by the ocean if you want. And if you go over here, you can actually hop over here, sit down and read a book. So I'm gonna head back to Maleficent's house. I put the tree here to kind of like disguise her house a little bit. And then I have two ways you could go. You could either go here or you could go over here. If you walk through this way, it just leads you to like my rock formations in the back. This one I have is a stargazing little area. I really made it for Belle, so like she could come here and like read or stargaze if she wants to kind of study. And over here I just filled up this little area with like a gnome trying to read a little book and then like a little log chair. And if you head back over here, you could go through this little pathway which I made just to kind of fill up the space because I didn't really know what to do with it. And you can either hop your way back over here or you can hop your way over here. We have reached Megan and Norma. If you notice, I actually put a mushroom stool and a villager photo on top just so that when you come, you'll know whose house is whose. So when you go over here, you could either go this way to like go back to the resident services, or you could go this way to head up to my secret beach, or you could go this way, which is like a little secret pathway where you could like hop over here and it brings you to my floating little fairy circle. I randomly came up with this like fairy circle idea, like a floating fairy circle. I've seen a lot of people with like their fairy circle design, but I kind of like this one. It's a little different than like your typical fairy circle, but I really like it. And if you hop over here, we can either go this way, we're back at the entrance. You could go over here to the resident services, or you could either go down here to the beach, or you could go straight over here. We're gonna go over here, which will lead you to Sherb's house. Sherb is here. I absolutely adore Sherb. I made his little yard. I filled it up with a bunch of blue flowers, mostly blue and purple items, just because it matches him and I want him to have like a nice little area. And I have this little table for him to like drink his little coffee, which he never sits down. I've never seen him sit down, but it's fine. And then if you head up here, it will lead you to Stitch's and Marshall's yard. This is Stitch's yard. I love Stitch's yard. I made it more of like a little kind of like a carnival festival bear party thing going on. Then over here is the Marshall's yard, my baby. He has a nice little yard here. I made this little section just for him so he can like drink his coffee and have some mooncakes if he wants. And then I have like a little picnic area as well for him so he can sit here. I actually see him sit here a lot, so I know that he actually likes that. And if you go over here, there's like a little secret little pathway and you could walk over here. And if you take out your ladder, you can climb up here and whip out your camera and you have like a nice little view of his yard. You can either go this way or you can go through this little pathway, which will have like the same meeting point. So you could either go over here, which I'll show you really quickly. It is just a secret gnome hangout, so you can just go through here and make a little loop and you're here. I like this little area. It's like a little hidden gem for the gnomes. So if you go down here where we were earlier, you go around here, we are at my little secret beach. I really wanted a sunken waterfall, so I created this. So yeah, it's really random, but yeah. So you can walk here, have like a little bear tea party. You can sit down and just eat with the bears. I have like this little, you could hop here and like see like the view up there of like the doll houses. I love the doll houses. They just remind me of like a little home. And then if you keep walking, you are at my little secret beach and Red is here. So now you know how it looks with Red here. It looks really nice. You could walk over here and it'll lead you to like my cafe little area. I put my cafe next to Meringue's house because Meringue's house, I have it more of like a bakery. So, you know, a bakery, and then you'll have like a little cafe section here. And here is my Zodiac rock formation. I just wanted an area to fill up the Zodiac furniture, so I just decided to choose this back rock formation since I didn't know what else to put, so I just filled it up with all of the Zodiac furniture. And if you keep going over here, it will lead you to my beach rock cafe. I love this cafe so much. I got this inspo from a picture I found on Pinterest. This cafe is run by the best there is in this game, which is Brewster, of course. And then over here I have my crescent moon pond. And then if you keep going through here, it'll lead you to Maple's house, which I have like a bunch of like little bee models and wasp models here because Maple's favorite line when I first met her was like honey. So then I have this little pathway where if you keep walking, it'll also lead you to the Crescent Moon Pond. And there's like a little shortcut where you could like go back to the secret beach. And if you keep going this way, it just leads you back to Stitches and Marshall's yard. And then if you keep going through here, it'll lead you to my star farm, which is floating. And we have Poppy's house, which is over here. She's the keeper of the star farm. And so this is Poppy's house over here. She's actually inside. I created this little area for her so she could sit down here and like relax. I actually see Poppy sit down here with like a little book, so I thought that was really cute. Oh, and then over here, you can hop your way over here. If you don't want to go around to Sherb, you could just hop over here. It's like a shortcut. So if you keep going over here, I have this little area for Poppy. It's more of like a little gnome sweatshop or something like that. And if you keep going through the beach over here, it will lead you to Mary's house, which I absolutely love, her little section on the beach. And also, again, a picnic area. And if you go through here, we reach Mary's house. And if you go through like the bridge at Poppy's house, it will also lead you to Mary's house. And then when you go over here, you'll reach the museum, which is my third favorite section of my island. I really love this museum entrance. It's really nice. I love how it came out. And then if you go to the beach, there's like a little area where you can like hang out and read your book. And then if you go through here, it's like my mushroom beach forest type of thing. And I have like a bunch of mushrooms and like flowers around here. And then you could go over here and like sit down by this little crescent moon chair, a little balloon in the back. That is hilarious. Let me take a picture. And then you could go through this little area and go right back up. If you want to actually go up here, just whip out your ladder and go to this little purple tulip. You can climb up here, and there's another sunken waterfall. You can go through here and hop your way around if you want. And then when you go over here, I have this rose bed where you can like sit down. You could actually take a picture if you want. And then it leads you right back to the resident service. So that was my island tour, and now I will show you guys my houses. So the first house we're gonna tour is my house. So we're here at my living room. It is totally different than the island itself. I did it purposely because I wanted it more cottage-like. I wanted it more cottagecore to kind of like be a little different. And I added some star fragments and some of the star furniture as well, and a bunch of like mushroom items. And I hung a lot of like villager photos and like the painting that I got from Red. So we're gonna head to the left. So the left, you will reach my kitchen, which is also cottagecore inspired. I love my kitchen. I try to make it kind of like living in a forest. So, you know, some fruit items. I really like the cherry speaker because it looks like, you know, the gnomes took some cherries and built them themselves, you know, like the DIY furniture. So that's what I try to keep in my house, which is more DIY furniture and, you know, stuff that you'll naturally get in like nature from outside. So that is my little kitchen. And so then next we're going to head to the room on the right. So this is my little living room area. Not living room, it's my little dining room area. I really like this room. I wanted like a little area, like a little room where like the gnomes can sit down and like eat like their food and stuff. So that's what this is. I try to fill up the walls in the house. It's not bare or anything. So yeah. So then we're gonna head to the room in the north. And this is my little bathroom. I wanted the bathroom to kind of be like in a forest. The Misty Garden wallpaper really makes it look like you're outside. And then we're going to head to the attic. So this is my main bedroom. I wanted it to feel like in a forest, so I have like the mushroom wallpaper and the flooring, and I added like a lot of DIY furniture. So cute. And I added a bunch of little stuff to fill up the area. Now this is my favorite room in my house. It's like this magical bedroom. I have like the little witch area or like the little doll and the bears are like maybe casting a spell or something, I don't know. Then I have like a little section here where like you could sit down and drink your coffee, and then you have like this little section too. It's like a little date with the bears having like coffee. Then you could come here and like sleep if you want. And then I added like some socks on the floor to make it, you know, more of like a bedroom. But yeah, that was my house. So next we're going to see Maleficent's house. Hello everyone. So this is my character for Maleficent. I think she resembles a lot of Maleficent. Her little horns, her little like witchy outfit. Let's head into her house. So this is the living room section here where you can like sit down, drink your little coffee. It's like more of like in a forest type of thing. And obviously she has like people working for her. You have like this little gnome here picking up the phone, a gnome here just like sewing, and a little bear just like reading a book. So that is the living room. I just have like a bunch of just like stuff all over, a bunch of like random DIY furniture as well, just to like make the house look more cozy. So we're going to head to the room on the left. And this is the kitchen. I made it a little bit different. I wanted it yellow just to kind of like have everything pop. You could sit here or you could sit over here in this little mushroom stool, and then you can have like your little fruits, a little tea. I really love this kitchen. It looks so nice. I love the wallpaper and the flooring. And like you have like this little gnome here just like cooking it up. The bear looks like he's over everything. So that was my little kitchen. So we're gonna head to the room on the right. And here is another like dining room. I don't know why is it so dark. There we go. I was like, why is it so dark? So yeah, so this is a little dining room area. I have like the gnomes just like here eating and like talking, hanging out. There's a lot going on here, but I really like it. I like the wooden bookshelf here and like a bunch of the greenery. It just really feels kind of like foresty, cozy. I like it. I really like this room, like the gnomes to just like chill out. And the attic is the bedroom. I really love this bedroom. I wanted to have like a little teepee type of thing in my room. So when I saw the kids tent, it really reminded me of that. And I really love it. And then I kind of like have this little, you know, sit here by the fire. It just really feels very magical. And the basement, this basement is my favorite, to be honest. It is so Maleficent, to be honest. Like, it's a very dark fairy type of thing, because that's what Maleficent is. She's a fairy, but she's more of like, you know, misunderstood. I added this little table here with like, you know, some ingredients for like a potion or something. Then I have over here, I added like a tarantula to like kind of give, you know, a little scary vibe to this little basement. Here I have like a little bird. It's supposed to be the raven that she has. This wallpaper fits so perfectly in the basement. Like it's all ripped up and stuff. It's really cool. So that was Maleficent's house. So next we're gonna see the cafe that I made. So this is the cafe that I made. It's a small little house and this is my little character. She's really cute. So we're gonna go into the cafe. So this is the cafe. I wanted the cafe to be very pink and lively. So I just added like a bunch of like cute furniture, like the chairs. And I have a lot of the My Melody set, all of these Sanrio items that came out. I added it in this house. I thought it fit very, very perfectly. I love how the TV, there's like, get out the cafe, there's nothing playing. So when we go into this room, this is the kitchen area that I made. This little kitchen area is for the employees to like come and make, you know, bake the cake, give some sodas to the people that come in, can sit here, drink some coffee as well, or if they're on their break, they can come here and just, oh, if I can sit, they can come here and just relax as well, eat some cake. So that was the cafe that I made. So next we're gonna go to Maurice's house. So this is Maurice's character. This is Belle's house where she grew up. I really tried to create like Maurice's outfit as much as possible, like the movie. But he looks so cute. I really, really love him and his little hair. So we're gonna enter the house. So this is Maurice's workshop, like inventor's little shop. I try to create and be as creative as possible. This little machine device thingy is supposed to be the wood chopping machine that Maurice has in the movie. So there was like no machine in this game that I could use. So I ended up using this, I forgot what it's called, but I used that and then I added like an axe, you know, give it that effect that it's a wood chopping machine. And then I added some wood here. And then I have Belle in the back over here, obviously always reading a book. And then I try to like add like, you know, some like electronics, books and papers and stuff just to show that they're really smart. And then I have like the clocks on the wall, just like in the movie. But yeah, this is Maurice's little shop here. I think it's pretty close to the movie, if I do say so myself. So now we're gonna go on to the Beauty and the Beast castle. So this is the Beauty and the Beast castle that I made. If I could go back, I would definitely make this a lot bigger, but let's just get into the little house that I made. So this is the living room. This is supposed to be the infamous library that the Beast gave Belle. He was trying to do something special for her, so he gave her like a whole library. And so that's what this is. I try to recreate it as much as possible, like in the movie. So I use like the book wallpaper. I don't remember what it's called. And I use the mermaid furniture because it's like the super fancy furniture, the most super fancy furniture in the game. So I used that, and then I added like this, a lot of the Zodiac furniture because it's gold, and like, you know, this is a castle, so it's like very fancy. And then I added the Capricorn ornaments in the front to kind of symbolize the Beast, and I added like the Leo sculpture as well to kind of symbolize the Beast. This is probably like my favorite house of all time that I've ever created. So we're going to go to, let's see, let's actually go to the right this time. So here is the kitchen scene that's in the movie. So we have Lumiere, Cogsworth, and we have Belle. And then over here we have Mrs. Potts and Chip. I think that the mom's tea cozy is like super fitting for like Mrs. Potts and Chip because they're like always together. So then if we head north, we will be in Belle's room. So in Belle's room, I try to resemble like a lot of the stuff that's in the movie. So I added like some dresses here because the dresser, if you remember in the movie, like came out and like dressed her up. Her bed, the cute bed is like the only one that I could find that actually resembles her bed in the movie. And then of course I added Lumiere, Cogsworth, and Mrs. Potts and Chip here. And then if we head to the room on the left, we will be in the West Wing. I used the same wallpaper that you saw in Maleficent's house, and I tried to make it very like run down. I added the cloud flooring that I've seen in other people's like builds where they use the cloud flooring and then they add like rugs to kind of like cover up the cloud flooring just to make it look foggy, and I thought that added like a nice little touch. And then here I added Belle trying to touch the rose. The beast is just here like, what are you doing? Don't be touching this stuff. And then we're gonna head to the attic. So in the attic, I created the dungeon that the beast kept Belle in. And so I used this monster statue to represent the beast. And I added some like gel bars and then Belle over here in like the dungeon. It's not really much. And then we have Lumiere and Cogsworth here, obviously trying to tell the beast, like, what are you doing? Why do you have Belle trapped up? You can't do this. And here in the basement, we have Be Our Guest. So here she is here, just like, you could come over here, be our guest. Really long table. And then I added like the serving carts here with food on them. I put Lumiere on top and Cogsworth there because Lumiere was like in the movie, he was like singing. And there you have it. That was the Beast's Castle. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, let me know by hitting the like button. And if you like this type of content, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. Hope you all enjoyed my island tour and finally closing the book on my Rosebell Island. I'll be starting a new island next week with the new theme that won, which was the Fairy Cottage Core. I'm still coming up with a name for my island, but if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section, please. That would really help me out. Love you all always. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video.